Hello, welcome to Soul Magic 99. Today I'm doing a love reading for the weekend of the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of November, just after Halloween. I'm also going to look at the sexual aspects of this scenario. So we have 3 separate piles, pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Okay, so choose your pile and I'll now start with pile 1. Let's see what we have messages for you. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. The connection you have with this person is very, very passionate. It's almost divinely guided, I feel, because the guy that in the picture here has angel wings. I'm not saying he's an angel, but he's a very spiritual person and is very self-aware. The passion between you is so deep. It's very connected. So I do feel that this is a very passionate connection. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If you're not in a relationship with somebody, but there is somebody you've sort of got your eye on, I think it's just a case of making that decision about what you want. And once you've decided, things can start to manifest into your life. So be clear in your mind about what it is you actually want in a love relationship with somebody. And the couple here seem smitten with each other and seem very close and connected. So don't waste time, just focus on what you want and it will materialise. Number 3, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I do feel if you're going through a difficult situation financially, that can affect your love life. Obviously, your focus is on your coin and earning money. We all need money to live and survive. And I feel once that's sorted and you feel more settled in yourself, it will mean once you've sorted your finances out and your career issues, you can move forward in your love life and focus on that a bit more. So, again, it's manifesting what you want into your life. And then you can, once you've manifested that, you can then change your focus onto your love life, okay? So what sexual situation do we have here? You have the King of Swords, which is an Aquarian, Libra. I've gone blank. Anyway, the King of Swords is sitting there and he's, dominating the woman. She's at his feet. He has his foot massaging her boobs. He obviously likes that, the feel of it and the look of it. She's basically at his beck and call. His sword is on the floor, so his defences are down. And he's just enjoying the moment. There is somebody sort of spying on them. So maybe there's a bit of jealousy in the situation. Maybe there's somebody else that would like to be in the position of this woman on the floor. But he's not looking at her. He's just focused on the situation he's in with this other woman. And this other woman is not, at all worried about the way she looks. She's quite happy to be there naked and feel safe with this person. The High Priestess. This woman here is very relaxed. She's very in charge. She has keys to her life. She has a book of knowledge. She has the cat at her feet. She has an ankle bracelet. She is confident in her independence. She doesn't need a man, but she has desires. As you can see with the outfit she's wearing, her boobs are shown off to good effect. But she doesn't need a man, but she's confident in her sexuality and she is quite happy to be alone. But she has the keys. she has the keys to knowledge and the keys to the future. So I feel that this is somebody maybe who's not in a relationship yet, but is quite happy on their own and abundant. So anyway, here's hoping that things will change. Okay, that was pile 1. Here we have pile 2. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Here we have a unicorn, and he seems to be encased in a enclosure. But he could get out of this enclosure because he's obviously, it's not a very high enclosure, and he could quite easily step over the fence and escape, but he's choosing to remain stuck for some reason. And all around is luscious greenery and flowers and plants. He seems quite relaxed there, but I think it's time for him to move on. So I think the analogy is don't stay stuck in your life. If things aren't the way you want them to be, change them. You can step over the fence. You can move forward into the bushes, into the shrubbery, and change direction in life. You don't have to stay stuck anymore. Okay? So free yourself. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Again, in this picture we have a male and a masculine and a feminine, both apparently with angel wings. I think there's a spiritual connection here. They're very in love, they're very connected and close. She feels safe in his arms, he's protective of her, and there's just that comfortableness of being with somebody that you feel relaxed with. Obviously things are not always smooth sailing and we need to work on these things, but anything worth having is worth taking the time and effort to be with somebody, if you really feel that way and you want to be that way with somebody and have that connection and closeness, because it can bring a more depth to your life, I feel. So, if things are not going well, sit down, talk about it, cuddle, hopefully sort them out and just work together. You have to be on the same page. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Here we have a lady on a horse, and the man is looking adoringly at her, and there's 2 cherub angels flying around them. I feel this connection is divinely protected. The woman is charging ahead and the guy is standing there looking at her. She's looking at him and not sure what to make of it, whether he's going to join her on top of the horse or whether he's just going to stand there. But know that it is safe. It is safe for you to love, and open your heart to give and receive, because it's one of the most rewarding things that we can do in life, and live in that moment and to cherish one another. So, get off your horse and meet each other halfway is what I'm feeling, okay? So what sexual connection do we have here? We have the 6 of Swords. I feel this is a couple that are quite daring. They have sex outside. They like to take a risk. They like to get caught, possibly. You can see behind the sword has been put down. They're completely naked on the grass by the water, completely into each other, not aware of what's going on around them. It's very passionate and intense, and it feels exhilarating. So that looks very good to me. Now we have the 5 of Cups, and here we have a woman who, I don't know what she's, I think it's one of those water troughs, I think. She's half naked, sitting on the edge, and she looks deep in thought, and there's this guy in front of her, basically at her feet, with the flowers, and he's trying to express how he feels. She's not totally focused on him, I feel. And if you look in the water, there's another reflection of someone else. So there could be a choice for this person, and she's thinking about it. She's not really sure, which choice to take. So maybe if you're in a situation like this, give it some thought, and then hopefully you'll have some clarity. Okay, hope this helps. Hello, pile 3. Short reading. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I think sometimes in life we don't always have the best of relationships with our parents. I think very often we're born into families that can teach us the most lessons, and the lessons are sometimes not easy. But I think part of that is forgiving them. Nobody teaches you to be a parent. You learn from your own parents, I guess, and not everybody has good parents. Some people are not ready to be parents. Some people don't have the compassion to be parents. We sort of learn as we go along, really. But I think as you mature in life and you realise, and you become a parent yourself, you can realise how difficult it can be. And we all make mistakes and nobody's perfect. And I think forgiveness is a big part of that. So don't be judgmental on what happened with your parents. Just learn from it. Take it on board, the lessons you were given. Be grateful for that. They did the best they could do. I'm sure they did. And I know it's not always easy to forgive. But holding on to forgiveness only damages you, really. It doesn't do anything to the other person. It just causes resentment and bad negative feelings within your body. So it's always good to forgive. It doesn't mean you excuse their behaviours. It's just forgiving so you can move on, okay, in your life. It's not excusing bad behaviours or bad things that have happened to you. But remember, these things happen to you for a reason. They were lessons for you to learn to become the person you are today. Okay, sorry that got a bit deep there. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Again, we've got divine intervention here. There's a little cherub and he's got his little bow and arrow. And I don't know if the guy's caught the arrow. I'm not sure what he's holding there. But the woman and man are completely into each other. They're devoted to each other. Have trust in the situation. I mean, if things, don't seem to be going that well, just have faith and trust that things will work out for the best. There's definitely a connection here, a deep connection. On a soul level, I feel, as they're gazing into each other's eyes, and sometimes no conversation is necessary. So just have trust that things will work out the way they're meant to be. Okay? Just relax and trust. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Again, we can see this woman here looking up above, and behind her is her angel protecting and guiding her. Call in your soulmate. Don't be afraid to make that request to your spirit guides, your angels. They are always ready to listen and to help. But unless you ask for help, they can't help you. Okay? So have positive thoughts, positive prayers. Visualise the person you want in your life. What would your soulmate look like? What would his personality be like, or her personality be like? What would he do for a living? What would his hobbies be? How would your relationship be? What would you do together? What would your day be like? Imagine a typical day together and how it would make you feel, because having those feelings helps resonate with the energy. Okay? So don't be afraid to ask for that. Okay, ask for help and it will materialise into your life. So what sexual energies have we got for this pile? Well, we have the Devil. To me, this is about somebody that has say unusual fantasies maybe about sex. The Devil there looks like he's actually holding a dildo. You know, it could be those dark desires, those unspoken desires that somebody has for another person maybe. Fantasizing about different things. In the background we have, you know, a group of people having an orgy. You know, just because somebody has these fantasies doesn't mean to say they've got to be made into reality. Some people do, but you have to honour yourself and what you're comfortable with. But be open to experimentation. But if it's something you don't want to do, for sure, please say that and don't get swayed into doing things you don't want to do, okay? Here we have the Four of Coins. If a lady here asleep on a chair and the guy's literally undressing her. I don't know if she really is asleep or whether she's just pretending to be asleep. Could be part of a game, I don't know, but it's something she's enjoying, I'm sure, because she's not stopping him and she's completely relaxed. He's quite busy there trying to undo her corset that she's wearing. He's semi-dressed himself. It does look like he's just crept up on her while she's sleeping, to be honest. Sometimes that is a really good fantasy. I mean, you know, like you could be asleep in bed or at home and your partner comes in and starts, you know, gently massaging or caressing you. That could be quite a turn on. So, you know, if that's what's happening and you're enjoying it, go for it. But if you're not, obviously, you know, have boundaries up, okay? Anyway, hope that helps. That was Soul Magic 99. Please like, share and subscribe. That will help my channel. And I'll see you again next time. And remember, be kind to each other. Take care.